By the end of this video, you will have a nice framework to help restore your ability to go from squatting to standing. In my opinion, this isn't just a nice to have skill, but this is a must have skill. If you're new to this channel, I'm Tara. I'm a neurologic physical therapist with over 20 years of experience helping people restore their mobility and their independence. And my mission for you is that I empower you with as many tools as possible to overcome any mobility challenge so that you can live your most fulfilled life possible. And all that said, squatting is one of those skills that you don't realize how much you need it until you can't do it. Think about all the times you've dropped something on the floor, you wanted to look under a couch or a bed for something, but you just didn't feel confident that if you squatted down that low that you'd be able to get back up. Today we're gonna overcome that. And we're gonna start by sitting in a regular height chair, okay? Because there are some foundational things that are very, very important. Most of you can't do this move, not necessarily because your legs are weak. For some of you, it's just because you're not using the right technique, okay? So I've talked about this in other videos, but it's always really good to repeat this for those of you that are new. Going from squatting to standing is more of a physics issue than it really is like a issue of generating power in your legs. This is your center of mass, the heaviest part of your body. And what most of you are doing when you go to stand up from a chair or you go to squat down is your center of mass is staying way behind your feet or your base of support. Now stay with me here, because once you understand this, this is gonna solve a lot of your problems if you are someone who is making this one mistake. Okay, so when you go to stand up and your body is way back here, it makes it very, very hard for your legs to generate the power to get your butt out of the chair, right? So what we try and do, or the technique is, we need to move this center of mass to get kind of half of it on the other side of this base of support, the fulcrum. You see how that moves my center of mass forward? But what it also does is it makes your butt lighter, makes your behind lighter, right? So when my shoulders are here, my bottom is very heavy. If I move my shoulders here, that lightens the load that I have to use, that I have to lift off of the chair, right? So that's step number one. And for most of you, again, that's gonna solve your problem. Now, why do some of you not do that? Some of you, you're afraid of falling forward. So my suggestion is put something in front of you so that you have something that will catch you if you fall too far forward. That will just help your brain to feel a little bit more comfortable leaning forward. And all you're gonna do is, see how the step stool is turned around? I want it that way for a reason, because it means you have to reach a little bit farther forward, which is a little bit scary for a lot of you. But you see that instantly takes the weight off the bottom, and then you're just gonna go butt up, okay? So mistake number two that most of you make is when you go to stand up, your shoulders, you immediately lift your chest up and it throws you backwards, okay? So you wanna keep your hand out on this bar and you're just gonna work on butt lifts. Okay, we'll get to the squat in a minute, but if you get this technique, it's absolutely a game changer when we drop this surface lower, which we're gonna do here in a minute, okay? So get this down first. It's a weight shift, chest over your feet, chest on the other side of your feet, lightens the load, helps you to get that tush out of the chair, okay? Now, what I want you to do next is I want you to go all the way down and put your hands down here. Why is this important? Because it helps you to get the range of motion that's absolutely like necessary when we do get to squatting. So if you need to separate your feet a little bit wider, you can do that. Everyone's body type is a little bit different, but you do want to be folded as much as you can, okay? You need those hips as flexed as much as possible. So you're gonna put your hands down on the step and you're gonna do the same thing. Again, we're just working on range of motion and kind of getting the technique down, okay? So hands go all the way down, and then you're just gonna try and just lift your butt. Try not to pull, okay? Try and rest your hands here. Pulling, it means that you're using your arms and you're not using your legs. So what I want you to really think about is that when you're going to lift your butt, you're shifting your weight from your bottom to your hands. Okay, you're not pulling, but you're shifting your weight from here to your hands. Very, very important if eventually you want to get to squatting. Don't skip over this step. Some of you might need to spend a couple of months just working on this one step right here, but I promise you it's going to make a difference, and it will make it possible eventually for you to squat. Not only that, even if this is all you ever accomplish right here, it's still so great for your range of motion, and you are really building strength in those legs. So even if you never get to squatting, if you just worked on this and just worked on trying to get that butt up, goes a long way in your overall mobility. Okay, but now once you can do it on this surface, we're gonna switch it up. Okay, now you're not gonna go all the way down, okay, because it's a big leap to go from this height to that height. You're gonna keep your hands way out here, go as low as you can. As soon as you start to feel like you're gonna fall backwards, stop and come back up. Only go down as low as you can where you don't drop and you don't feel like you're going to fall backwards, okay? We're just working on that forward lean, working on getting as low as you can, and then back up. Just go as low as you can and back up. Still keeping your hands here, okay? We're just trying to kind of experiment, see how low you can go. We almost call these like eccentrics, okay? Some of you might not have like the range in your ankles. So if that's you, you can just widen your stance a little bit. That will just give you a little bit more. You don't need to have your ankles. You don't have to have as much flexibility in your ankles, but you just want to go down as low as you can and back up. And honestly, if you don't have the range in your ankles, I would just work on squatting down and have someone help you get back up. I do this a lot with patients. They don't necessarily need to be able to get back up. Definitely have someone around you that can help you, but just have someone help you get into this position because it's a great ankle stretch. Okay? And your goal is just to work on seeing if you can get your heels all the way down. So put a gait belt on and, have someone on each side of you, have a couple of family members so that they can really help you get back up. Do not do this on your own. Another progression you could do is take the cushions off of your couch if you have a couch where the cushions come off of it. And that's also like a nice like intermediate lower level. It might not be as low as this step, which might be a little bit safer for some of you. But again, now we're going to do the full squat. Okay, so we've gone through all that entire progression. And the first step is to allow yourself to kind of pull up on this a little bit, okay? So use a heavy chair, grab onto the sides if you need to. And your whole goal is that you do want to lean forward. The same skill we worked on when we were sitting in the chair is critical. Remember the physics that I told you about. You want to get your center of mass forward and off your bottom. If you know anything about physics, if this is the fulcrum and this is like the seesaw or the teeter-totter, remember you want equal weight on both sides because that's going to make it a little bit easier to tip, right? Okay, so forward, butt up. Forward, butt up. Forward, butt up. And then all the way up. That is a progression of activities to restore your ability to go from squatting to standing. Again, not a nice to have, but in my opinion, a must have if you are part of the aging population. If you can't do it on here, you can definitely still work on the drills that we did from what is considered a standard height chair. If this video resonated with you and you want a little bit more guidance, improving your overall mobility, and you feel like just going to therapy once or twice a week just isn't cutting it, then our membership program would be perfect for you. As a member, you get weekly guidance, we have monthly webinars, we have monthly Q&As, and you get an entire vault of exercises with progressions in it just like this to help you restore your mobility without being physically limited. To learn more about our membership program or to sign up, you can visit rehab-hq.com. I enjoyed spending time with y'all today, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day.